I think we've been sold a strange idea about healing, and that is that one day you'll arrive. You'll never get anxious again, you'll never overthink, you'll never be triggered, you'll never lose your footing again. I don't think that's what healing looks like. It's not practical to expect that of yourself. Healing looks much more ordinary. You're still going to lose the driver's seat sometimes. Your anxious inner roommate will grab the wheel. You'll shoot a second arrow. You'll overreact, overthink, shut down. You'll forget everything we've talked about. I need you to hear this. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. Getting lost isn't a failure. Returning is the practice, just like with attention training. Remember, we have our direct attention on an object of our choosing. We have an open peripheral awareness. We notice when a thought comes in, and we gently return to what we intend to have our direct attention on. This is the same process we go through in every moment of our lives, for the rest of our lives. Returning is the practice. Return to your breath, to awareness, to your body, to your values and your curiosity. Return to the driver's seat. Every return is another repetition. Remember, we practiced that before with our attention training. Now it applies to life itself. Returning happens everywhere. You'll have hard conversations. You'll misunderstand people. You'll be misunderstood. You'll say things you wish you'd said differently. This isn't about becoming someone who never has conflict and is never misunderstood. It's about returning to humility, repair, curiosity, to your values, to conscious awareness that chooses regulation. Relationships grow through this return, and the same is true inside of yourself. There will be days when you judge yourself, days when you think, I should be farther along. I can't believe I'm still struggling with this. Hearing the word should in your head is a cue that you need to pay attention to what's going on. Because when that happens, notice that second arrow. Smile gently, then return to compassion, to understanding, truth, broadened perspective, to everything. Return to the truth that everything you've done to survive made sense. And shame doesn't get the final word, and neither does dysregulation. There will be days when your nervous system becomes overwhelmed. It's going to happen, and that's okay. You don't have to earn your way back or punish yourself first. You don't have to become perfectly calm before you belong. You simply begin returning, one breath, anchor, moment, wise choice at a time. That's one of the most beautiful things we can learn. And eventually, the more we practice returning, the less it feels like starting over, the more it feels like coming home. Every return reminds us who we really are, not of our fear or our shame or our adaptations and protective strategies. It reminds us of the person underneath all of it, the observer, the compassionate leader, the wise chooser, the deeply human self. They've been waiting for us. And that is really what rooted EQ and this whole process of building a rooted life is about. I want to leave you with one final thought. Healing is not a destination you arrive at once. You might want it to be, but it's not. It's a lifelong practice of returning to awareness, values, to your body, to compassion, and to yourself, again and again. And you don't have to remember every lesson from this entire course. You don't always have to get it right all the time. You just have to remember when you get dysregulated, when you get lost, return. When you overthink, return. When you shoot a second arrow, return. When your inner roommates get loud, when your nervous system feels unsafe, when the first arrow hits you, when you forget who you are, return. Again and again. Healing is not measured by how rarely you get lost and dysregulated and experience pain. It's measured by how faithfully and how often you come back to yourself. One day, months from now, maybe years from now, you'll catch yourself in the middle of overthinking, or after a different conversation, or halfway through another spiral of second arrows. And I hope before you judge yourself, one quiet thought comes to your mind. Oh, I know what to do now. I know how to come home. That's all this course and any course we teach is ever about. It's not about becoming a different person. It's about learning how to return to the person you've always been beneath fear, shame, and adaptation. Again and again, until you feel at home within yourself.